into the game. Everything's good. Yes, 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 yes. Alright, so this is going to be the next game of the GEST Dota 2 main event group stages. This time it is Flash Esports versus Duskbin. And I'm going to apologize in advance because half of these names I will not be able to pronounce. Not because they're hard to pronounce, but because literally I cannot speak the language that their names are in. So I apologize in advance. This is going to be rough for me. I'm just going to call them by the heroes that they're picking. Hopefully you can understand that. If you were in my position, you'd say, yeah, I can't pronounce that either. That's not happening. So, this is the second of 6 games that I'm doing tonight. Going till however long in the morning.
Radiant team ban.
Probably 8 my time. 8 a.m. in the morning. And I'm doing it all again tomorrow afternoon. Stick around in the twitch.tv/NEODota channel. We got a lot of stuff happening pretty soon. It's going to be a lot of fun. Casting a lot of games.
Dire team
So we're going to
ban.
get here quickly into the pick ban phase. Flash Esports on the Dire side. The Radiant side will be Duskbin, and they'll have the first ban, the first pick phase, and they don't even have a team name apparently, so interesting to see that. Meanwhile, though, we will see the Queen of Pain banned out on the side of Duskbin right now. Naga Siren is going to be banned out from Flash. This is surprising. I've casted a lot of games already today, and not once had I seen a ban come out for the Naga Siren. I've seen the Naga Siren picked once today, but not banned. HY I don't believe is in Duskbin. I'm pretty sure he's in Zenith League. So I don't know if he's actually still in there. He was playing with Orange not too long ago. But we will see
10 seconds remaining.
another ban come here in just a moment.
5 seconds remaining.
Something that was really interesting to note, when we're playing or watching a Southeast Asian team, or teams play, I should say, a lot of the time you will see that sort of anti-mage style of play happen where they'll sit back and they'll farm for a while and just hope they don't really get pushed in. And I think the real good thing that First Departure did was they really applied pressure, but they had an alternative backup plan with the Windrunner getting a lot of those items. So I'm surprised to see that style of play not really picked up on the side of First Departure, and hopefully we can see a lot of that ganky, aggressive style play throughout this entire tournament. Would you like me to investigate his team profile? I'll do that just for you. Actually, I can't do that. I apologize. That's not going to happen. Never mind, so I won't do that. I can't click on it in game. So the bans will be Darkseer and Jakiro for the second part of the first ban phase. We will see Batrider up on the side of Duskbin. Not surprising there. Very strong hero, something that we see all the time. I was going to say a lot of the time, but I actually want to say all the time because usually if he's not banned, he's picked up. So that's not really a big surprise there. What usually is the big surprise is that teams will often pick Templar Assassin regardless of the fact that Batrider's already been picked on the opposing team, and that's something that really is a big mistake for the most part, and usually doesn't end well. It usually ends up in a pretty quick first blood going on the side of the Batrider in the mid lane. Will that happen this time around? I don't think so, but I'm not really 100% sure. There are heroes like Rubik in the pool, and as I say that, he does get picked up, Tidehunter as well, but they're going to go for the Bounty Hunter here, who's also a very strong hero, a hero that is more often than not picked up or banned by the time the second ban phase rolls around, because I've said this numerous times, he's a very strong offlaner. You have the track gold that can really bring you back into some that can bring you back from some really bad deficits. Janata, of course, and a lot of the damage from Bounty Hunter is very strong. He's just a really annoying ganker to play against because all of a sudden you're roaming around in your jungle and all of a sudden you get Janata procced on you and you're like, oh crap, I'm probably going to die. And more often than not, that's what happens. I sound like a calmer Grant. Are you? I don't think I sound anything like Grant. I know what Grant sounds like. I don't think I sound like him. I don't know how to take that. That's cool, I guess. I mean, I like Grant. He's a good guy. Leshrack's going to be the next pickup on the side of Duskbin here. And this is a hero that I see a lot, but has sort of faded a little bit in play. He used to be sort of like a first pick material back before the International. He was always first pick or first ban. I mean, he was just so annoying to deal with. And even with his edict change, he's really still annoying to deal with. The only real difference between then and now is there's just more heroes in the pool. And this is something, Sven is something we see a lot of, and I saw a lot of today in the Collegiate Dota 2 League. He is a hero that is extraordinarily strong. His changes are really great. Stormhammer is a great AoE stun that can really do a lot of damage. His Warcry and God Strength providing that bonus movement and damage, and it's really annoying. Of course, his Cleave. And the thing that I really enjoyed seeing is actually I saw a team with Darkseer and a Sven on the same team earlier on. And honestly, once you get that vacuum right on top of Sven, that's scary. You don't even need a wall replica because he'll do the job for you. And that's a lot of damage. So
Reserve time.
next pickup will be coming in for Flash Esports, then we'll get into the second ban phase here real quick. So looking at the lanes as they are right now, I think Bounty Hunter will probably be played in the off lanes. Rubik could be played in the mid lane, or could be played, probably be played as a support now that they pick up that Invoker. On the side of Duskbin, they've got a Batrider who will probably be in the mid lane. Leshrac and Sven look probably to be in a tri-lane together with one more hero. You get that Stormhammer off, and the Leshrac Split Earth is pretty much free. I mean, Split Earth is hard to land when people are moving around, but when you have a setup stun, it is extremely strong and easy to land. Even with the Chaos Bolt, even if it's only a second-long Chaos Bolt. So something to keep in mind there. Where's the TA? Not in this game as of yet. Maybe picked up. I don't think so, though. There's no real room for it here if you have the Batrider mid. But you could always have the Batrider in the offlane and then send TA mid. That way you have Batrider and TA on the same team. It could be a very strong combination of heroes. I don't know if that's going to happen. Flash Esports might want to ban that out if that's the case. But I think at this point they're going to ban out perhaps more supports and maybe an offlaner here. Windrunner offlaner. I've actually seen Klink's offlane a lot recently, and that's something you have to maybe look forward to. Tidehunter will be the ban out from the Duskbin side here.
Remaining.
And then the Undying ban, surprising that he gets through this far. Still a very strong hero, that Undying with the Tombstone. Really frustrating to play against, really tanky. Just when you think you've killed somebody, all of a sudden he soul rips and saves your life, and that's just really annoying. It's sort of like a less annoying, actually a more annoying version of Chen. Enchantress even. Who, by the way, hasn't been picked too much, but we'll see. I mean, that's the weird thing. Chen and Enchantress I really haven't seen too much of recently. These are heroes we're talking about that are first banned, first pick material not too long ago. The changes from Chen I don't think were huge. Well, they were kind of big, I guess, but still a strong hero regardless. I mean, all heal is going to be all heal, you know, regardless of whatever nerfs Chen receives. Chaos Knight's going to be the next ban coming out of the side of Duskbin. Not surprising there. Could be very strong with a Rubik in a tri-lane with another hero. Thinking about other supports they could pick up, Venomancer is something we see very often. Wisp, Lich even we saw in the last game. Wisp is not banned out, and Wisp is a pretty solid pickup for anybody, really. The ganking ability he brings is tenfold. Next 2 bans will come out. 3 bans left in this ban phase.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'm surprised my throat is not like dying right now.
Team ban.
Been casting since 4 o'clock in the afternoon today. That's what you get tea for. Good old Snapple. Product placement. Next ban will be the Lycanthrope. Okay. Not sure if a Lycan ban was warranted. But these guys, they're professionals, not me. I can't really fault them for wanting to ban a hero that was really strong not too long ago. His right click is still really good. I mean, he just is really... You can, I think, jungle with him now. I just don't think it's really viable, especially against a pro team. And
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, the problem is if you let him just free farm, or I mean, if you let him get even a decent amount of farm, he can gank pretty quickly at like level 6. He can do a lot of damage, even in even without his wolves being super tanky. And of course, he's just a pretty good hero regardless. Venomancer will be the ban out though on the side of Duskbin. Once again, I want to welcome all of you. If you're just funneling in, this is the GEST Dota 2 main tournament. I'm going to be casting this entire series of games today. Of course, there are other streams that are casting. LD and Gods are casting the same exact event, but they're casting different games and at different times, and we're all doing this one big conglomeration of events.
10 seconds remaining.
And I hope you guys are enjoying it. This is Duskbin versus Flash.
5 seconds
and
remaining.
I'll be here for a while.
Reserve time.
So Flash has one more ban here. They're going to use the reserve time just a little bit. Both teams doing a good job of picking and really discussing what they want. As you can see, they're not using a whole lot of the reserve time, but they're really making sure they get all of their picks and bans the way they want them to be. Nice ban out there from the Nature's Prophet on the side of Flash Esports, because that's a good offlaner that can be picked up relatively easily and played relatively easily. And we saw on the side of last game, which was first departure, picking up the Nature's Prophet, it went really well for them, which is surprising because Nature's Prophet hasn't been really played well by anybody as of recently, and especially in an offlane, it's been tough to play him. I am not sure where Duskbin is from. Let me actually look it up.
5 seconds remaining.
While I look this up. Reserve time coming in for the side of Duskbin right now. Someone's gonna find it before me, I'm sure. This is bad. I don't even know the teams that I'm casting. I don't know where they're from. I really apologized. They're from Malaysia. Okay, good. No, they're not from China, Wax. They're from Malaysia. So, 20 seconds left actually on the reserve time here. They're taking a long time within this next pickup. They're going to go with Crystal Maiden for their hard support. Something that we don't see too often because there's better heroes usually in the pool for supports, like a Venomancer, but he was banned out at this point. Jakiro also being banned out is kind of a big deal. This will be the first game I casted that won't have a Jakiro in it. So surprise there. And I mean, of course you should ban out Jakiro because Ice Path is such a strong ability. The rest of his abilities not so much. But Ice Path is really the initiating spell that really lets you sort of, you know, start chaining up spells right along top of that. And we saw in the last game Shackle Shots being, you know, flying out. We saw Earthshaker stuns with Fisher and things of that nature. So First Departure played that really well. And I don't put it past Duskbin to ban him out. I mean, I would ban him out as well. Gamer University, I casted the CDL, the Collegiate Dota 2 League, which we should have. Yeah, Liquid Fire is also really good too. That's a good point. I casted CDL earlier on this same very stream, and we'll have VODs of that pretty soon. I will need to upload them, but that's another story. I think you're out of luck, my friend. I don't think they'll be picking up a TA here. I would be surprised. They could use an offlaner, though, if they're going for a tri-lane with Fleshrex, Fen, and Crystal Maiden. That's a lot of setup stun and gank potential. It could work really well. Another Earthshaker pickup from Flash this time around, though. So this is the second game in a row I'm seeing an Earthshaker pickup, and I'm surprised because this is something that I don't see very often. Of course, with different regions come different heroes being picked. So there's always, you know, room for uniqueness in the Dota community, which is what I love about this game, honestly. Shadow Fiend's actually going to be the final pickup here on the side of Duskbin. So what it's looking like right now for me anyways is that they're going to send the Shadow Fiend mid. They'll send the Bat Rider into a solo lane, up into the top lane, and then they'll do a tri-lane with Fleshrex, Fen, and Crystal Maiden. That's something that I would not be surprised to see. But, of course, things can be changed, and I cannot really always correctly pick what lanes are going to be. But that's just some of what I usually see with these lineups here. We actually have a disconnect from Awesome.
5 seconds remaining.
Getting the last pick here in just a moment. 36 seconds left on the reserve time. So what do they have? They've got a Rubik, a Bounty Hunter, Invoker, and an Earthshaker. So they have an offlaner and Bounty Hunter, a mid laner and Invoker, Rubik, and an Earthshaker, maybe in a tri-lane with a carry. So they're thinking about where they're going to go with this last carry. None of the carries have been really banned out except for Chaos Knight. So they have a lot of room to pick here. You got to think about, well, what could counter this team right now? Anti-Mage might be a good pickup here. Void is something we see a lot, and I think against this lineup it could go really well. But then, of course, Leshrax Edict does go through Chronosphere, I'm pretty sure. And they will pick up the Anti-Mage, and this is a good pickup just for a few reasons. You've got a lot of mana-intensive heroes, at least with Crystal Maiden and Leshrax. I mean, Crystal Maiden goes down very quickly to Anti-Mage and his mana burn. Bat Rider, too, he's pretty squishy because, I mean, you look at the intelligence heroes, there's 3 intelligence heroes, 1 agility, 1 strength, and these 3 heroes are very squishy, and that's going to be kind of a problem. But at the same time, remember, Anti-Mage does require a bit of farm to be really effective. It's the same with Shadow Fiend as well, though. So we'll look to have it looks like a pretty long game at this point. But we'll keep an eye out and see what they can really pull off here in the mid-game and maybe get some really good ganks going on. So, on the side of Flash Esports, we're going to see Hang KYKY on the side of the Earthshaker. DSF will be on the Bounty Hunter. Awesome. Good name. Will be on the Anti-Mage. We'll see MLG22, Major League Gaming 22, on the Rubik. We will see on the Invoker. We'll see I Don't Know on the Shadow Fiend. Two heroes that I can't pronounce. They're just going to be Leshrac and Sven, respectively. Lei will be on the Crystal Maiden, and finally Ninja Boogie will be on the Bat Rider. Heading up into the top lane will be a tri-lane with Hang KYKY, MLG22, and Awesome. Pretty standard stuff there. Mid lane will be the Invoker going Quas first with Blades of Attack in his inventory. DSF will be the solo offlaner, so I did call Flash pretty much correctly, and I'm really happy about that. It's a little too early to call the side of Duskbin just yet. Sven getting Warhammer, or Stormhammer first, excuse me. Split Earth on the Leshrac as well, and Lei probably will go for Frostbite or for Crystal Nova first. I don't think she'll go Arcane, or I'd be very surprised to see that. So they're looking, actually, they're sitting up here on this, near the Ancient stack, on the Radiant side. They're looking for a gank, and they're not going to find one. Mid lane is actually, Invoker is sitting way back here, going to look for a block early on, and block the creeps. As you can see, this is going to happen. We actually might see MLG22 get initiated on. There's going to be the Stormhammer to start things off. Will they go for a Frostbite just next? And that's going to be first blood. Sven getting the first blood there. Nice gank. Realizing that if they could bait the rune out, they might be able to get some damage and even a first blood, and they will go on the side of Sven and Duskbin. So good stuff there. They're going to actually rotate up top now, and this looks like this is going to be their tri-lane. So the Sven, Leshrac, and Crystal Maiden tri-lane, which I did call, is up here. We will see the Shadow Fiend mid, and we will see the Bat Rider in the offlane. Yes, I called everything right. God, yes, it's so amazing. So happy. DSF. We'll have actually a little bit of a tough time here against this Bat Rider. That sticky Napalm stack will stack up on DSF. He'll actually go into Shadow Walk pretty consistently, I think. That will cost a bit of mana, though. That's something that you'll have to keep in mind. Already taking a lot of damage, and this is the problem. I mean, he's got really no defensive abilities against this Bat Rider, and that's going to be frustrating. Already up to two stacks. I don't know, that was hard for me to say. Meanwhile, up here in the top lane, Awesome taking a bit of damage. Fisher flying out just to save his life just momentarily. We see Rubik is looking to pull. Stack and pull, obviously. Sentry Ward here to make sure that there isn't any wards placed on top of these Mud Golems here. In the middle lane, I Don't Know. Only 3 into Necromastery right now. He's going to try to get those souls up. Cold Snap going on him pretty quickly just to back him off. Oweya will back him off just momentarily. Meanwhile, up here in the top lane, we got Lei actually going to go down to the Rubik, doing some right-click damage. There's the Edict damage, though, plus the Stormhammer flying on it, and Hang, he'll go down as well. Awesome is going to keep trying to fight here, but he's actually going to be going up against a Sven and a Leshrac, but Leshrac is taking a bit of damage. He's pretty low. Split Earth is going to fly. Actually will hit onto Awesome right now, maybe just saving his life. Stormhammer not available, not enough mana. Fisher coming in as well. Anti-Mage will get the kill on Sven. Anti-Mage will back off right now smartly. He doesn't want to take any more damage. MLG is actually going to get frostbited up. Oh, nice Split Earth to follow off, and Lei will get the kill somehow. But a Fisher onto Leshrac, still taking a ton of damage. It's 2 minutes into the game, and already we're having kills flying left and right. Leshrac might be able to get out of here. Looking for that double damage rune. Nice deny. Making sure that Anti-Mage doesn't take that. And he's probably pretty mad about that one. If he had blinked and gotten it just a little earlier. Nah, he couldn't have got that regardless, I'm pretty sure. Sentry Ward from the Radiant. This should provide no stackage right now, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. We'll see. Meanwhile, DSF taking a bunch of damage. There's Firefly, 4 on him right now. He's heading over here into this area, this little small area, and I think Ninja Boogie doesn't realize this. He's actually going to head over there right now. If he can just get over there. Now he's taking a bit of damage. DSF, you are in a bad position. You're going to go down, my friend. Janata will proc, and Ninja Boogie will get the kill, but he's going to have to back off and regen for just a minute. Looking at the last hit charts, it's really even so far. Actually, 5 going for the Invoker, 9 going for the Shadow Fiend. His Necromastery is starting to stack up. He's got plus 33 bonus damage at this point in time, plus his Wraith Band. It's nice to have. So we'll keep an eye on that mid lane right now. So we will see what looks to be a tri-lane versus tri-lane. They're not going to rotate down. They're not going to switch lanes, which we usually see when teams are comfortable laning against each other with tri-lanes. But they wanted this aggressive tri-lane for a reason. They wanted it to be up in this top lane just so they can stop the farm of the anti-mage. And they're doing a good job of it. If you look at anti-mage's farm, it's only 5 last hits. Sven is actually 11, so they're doing a good job somehow in this aggressive tri-lane, which is surprising to me. Batrider getting a kill as well. It's 4 for 2 going in favor of Duskbin right now. We'll look at the graphs real quick. 1,000 experience, 1,000 in gold in favor of Duskbin. A little early on to really tell anything. But Awesome actually taking a lot of damage right now, and if they get a Stormhammer and a followed up split Earth, that could be a kill on Awesome right now. He'll have to be very careful. Crystal Maiden has to back off momentarily. It's actually pretty low, and of course Crystal Maiden, one of the squishiest heroes in the game. You can see her base health at 473, so she can't really be in too many team fights. She'll have to be on the very edge, and she'll die a lot in this game, but that's okay. 2 Blades of Attack now on the Invoker. We'll try to get that bottle coming relatively soon. I don't know, with the bottled up regen rune, which is pretty nice. 20 Necromastery stacks, and a lot of base damage already going for him. He's got about almost 100 there. DSF, level 5 at this point in time. I want to look at the hero levels real quick. Level 5 for the Batrider, level 5 for the Shadow Fiend, and level 5 for the Invoker and for the Bounty Hunter. So the all-flamers and the mid lane hero is very close to level 6. I don't think we'll see a Shadow Fiend pick up his Requiem until later. He's going to want to stack out this Necromaster. That's very, very important. He's actually going to pull this. We'll stack it first, then pull this. Or maybe even just keep it stacked and use his raises to get the farm there. We'll see what happens. We have a courier flying some sentry wards to someone. Meanwhile, we'll see a gank, a smoke gank even, coming from MLG and Hang right now up here in the top river. They're looking to go on somebody. And it looks like it's going to be, I don't know. He does put a sentry ward down right in time, but they'll give vision way before that sentry ward actually is. And they're going to go right now. There's the telekinesis. They're going to bring it back just for a second. Fisher is going to hit up. The cold snap is going to go as well. I don't know. Looks like he's going to go down here to one more maybe last hit. Tornado is actually going to miss. Hang is going to get the kill there, but now Hang's actually in a bad position. TP was actually canceled from someone. I'm not sure who. I think it was Batrider, but now Leshrac is going to come in here, and Hang is actually in a very bad position. Edict should be able to finish off Hang KY. So trading 1 for 1, not what you wanted. You still get the Shadow Fiend though, and he's the real thing that you want there. I mean, he's going to be the hero that's going to be carrying later on into the game. So losing an Earthshake for that is not too bad. It's sort of a failed gank there, but that's alright. So Awesome actually finishing up a Ring of Health right now. He only has 14 last hits if you look at it. Sven has 26 right now. So he's looking really strong. This tower's actually taking a bit of damage. So Sven playing really well. Blade here doing a good job supporting. We see the Leshrac support maybe rotating back up to the top lane, it looks like. Double damage on the Invoker right now. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Not a good time to have the hiccups. Ue is actually back here in the mid lane with Quas Wex, going into triple Wex at this point in time. Only 1 point in Quas. This does mean if he gets in a little bit of trouble, he can Ghost Walk away. That is an option for him. But that's only if he gets in trouble. Right now, we look like we might have some aggression up here in the top lane. Bottom lane's not really having much go on. Track is going up on Batrider right now. Level 7 for the Batrider, level 6 probably for the Bounty Hunter. Yes, level 6 on him right now. Double damage on the Invoker, still not really doing any aggression. Shadow Fiend staying back, doesn't want any part of that. I certainly wouldn't. That'd be really frustrating. So, Ring of Health. Not much farm elsewise. 800 gold. Will he build into a Battle Fury? The answer is probably. It'll be eventually. It'll take some time for him to get there, but until that point happens, we'll have to wait and see how this game starts to turn out. DSF, I like these robes, by the way, is going to head up into the top lane right now. We see a telekinesis initiation on high right now. Flash is going to go in there. Blaze going to get a nice fissured. He's going to get fissured, I should say. Stormhammer will hit up on Awesome right now. Oh, a lot of damage coming out right there. Fisher was used flame break as well coming in. Janata, Shuriken, I heard a lot of damage. There's the lasso going into MLG right now. Nice Void onto 2. There's going to be a Fisher onto 3. This is going to push them back just a little bit. There's a Stormhammer onto 2. They're turning this around somehow. Sven's still pretty relatively at full health right now. Leshrac is pretty low though. Popping the Edict damage. He's going to get the kill on the Invoker. So 2 for 1 right now. The Batrider will go down. I think someone else might have died in that fight as well. 7 for 6 is the score right now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yes, it was an attempt at Yua's name. I just like pronouncing it really ridiculously. I don't know. He's gonna take a little bit of tower damage, then head off and look for a rune. Which he will find in the haste rune in the bottom lane. Bottom rune spot. And he might even take this farm. There's nobody here to contest it. Everybody's already strewn across the top part of the map right now. You look at what Invoker's got right now. He does have his bracers. Maybe going for a Drums of Endurance. We'll see. Phase Boot's finished on him as well. Bounty Hunter will finish his phase relatively quickly. Lei with absolutely nothing. Level 3 on her. Looking at the level chart, yeah, she's pretty far behind, but of course she's a Crystal Maiden, so that's her job. Haste Rune has been bottled up. We just saw that a moment ago. And maybe go for a kill here. Raises are maxed out, as well as Necromastery. He's level 8 at this point. His Necromastery stacks are stacking up periodically. And he's very close to getting Requiem as well, and that'll be Teamfight Central there. Still has regular Boots of Speed. He's actually got his Gloves of Haste and his Belt of Strength in his inventory. That'll get his trades there momentarily. Lei and Sven looking to initiate onto this Earthshaker, perhaps. Rubik here as well. Oh, here he goes. He's going to haste it up. He's looking for a kill here. Ghostwalk has been skilled from Uea, and he's going to back off, and realizing this, I don't know, doesn't want to dive. He doesn't want to take too much tower damage. In fact, I think Leshrac was here ready for a stun, ready to help, but that wasn't going to do much. They have real nothing to slow there. No way to disable the Invoker, so that Split Earth would have had to been pretty much perfect, and that's not going to happen. He actually just canceled his TP. Oh, boy, Invoker. No. Meanwhile, back in the top lane. Awesome. Still looking to get some farm. We look at the last hit chart once again. 32 for him. He's actually caught up just a little bit. He's not too far behind, but Sven with 44. And that's the scary thing. Once Sven gets some more farm, he could go into anything. He can go into some crit. He can go in for the Mask of Madness. He can go in and he can telekinesis right there is actually what's going to happen. Frostbite going to counter initiate though. With the Stormhammer falling in, there's going to be the Crystal Nova as well. Plus the Split Earth landing. Great chain stuns, but it's not going to be enough. There's not enough damage there. The Fissure block off was perfect from Hang. So good stuff there. Excellent Fissure, really just to save the life of that Anti-Mage, who's still being brave enough to stay in this lane. Even with the Stormhammer available, with the Frostbite as well. Awesome needs to be very careful. He's actually going to back up right now. 853 gold. Will he build into a Perseverance, or will he build into a Claymore Broadsword next? I'm not sure, but the Radiant's Courier does actually go down. I don't know where it was. It looks like Bounty Hunter got it in the jungle somewhere. That's where I'm imagining it happened. I don't know, might be getting ganked here in just a moment. DSF is invisible with his Shadow Walk. The tower is going to defend him just momentarily at least. DSF looking for something. He's juking through the trees for some odd reason that I'm not sure of. But that's okay. Looking for whether to see what these creep camps are all about. I think it's just to make sure that these aren't stacked up so that the Shadow Raises from, I don't know, can get him essentially free farm. Well, here comes DSF. They have a lot of heroes converging right now, but the little too much aggression from DSF pushes the Shadow Fiend back. He is tracked up, and they might look to take this tower. We actually going to see rotation from MLG and Hang across the river and onto the other side of the jungle. Actually, they're going to head for the Bat Rider down here in the bottom lane, who we haven't seen in a while. He actually has Tranquil Boots and a Bracer on him. That's about it, though, for his farm. Let's look at the charts real quick. 1.5k on the side of the experience going towards the Radiant. Meanwhile, we're actually going to hear Telekinesis. Firefly coming in. There's the Fissure from Ninja Boogie. He's going to be taking some damage. Nice little enchant totem there. He actually is going to Flame Break, and his fire is doing a lot of damage. He's going to be able to grab MLG and get the kill with it, and DSF is very low as well. Hang taking a bit of damage well. So a 3-for-1 gank actually turns in for a 1-for-1 right there. Crystal Nova just barely, I think, missing DSF. Actually, it did hit him. But that's not very leveled up. That can't be very leveled up. It didn't do much damage at all. Yeah, it's only level 1 Crystal Nova. That does really nothing as far as damage this point in the game. She actually put 1 point into Arcane Aura and 3 points into Frostbite, so that's why. And now mid is going to be pushed in here. Awesome. With the Vit boosters here and there. He's going to get some farm just tanking these creeps up. Now we're going to see TP and Lays here as well. We'll go for a Frostbite before he can blink away, taking a lot of damage. Tornado will save his life though. Good Tornado. Make sure I don't know. Can't get any of his raises off. There's the Flame Break. Will fly. It'll push. It'll get the kill. I don't know. We'll get the right click. And he's going to try to go for the Courier. Not so though. He's going to get tracked up. Does his pop though. And now Ninja, he's in a bit of trouble. Telekinesis is going to fly out. He does not have his lasso. He's got to get out of there, though. Or maybe not. He's looking to stay. Crystal Nova's going to fly. He should miss because the Flame Break actually pushed him back. Raises doing some damage to DSF. He's actually invisible. There is no dust on him anymore. It's gone. I don't know. No bottle charges left. He's sprinting away right now. He'll be able to get away just fine.
Is under attack.
Tier 1 taking a bit of damage. Edict is popped. It's going to go down. It looks like, oh, Lake gets absolutely demolished by DSF with that Shuriken. There's a Stormhammer onto 2. Good Stormhammer. Pushing them apart is the Flame Break. They're going to try to get out. Warcry has been popped. Nice lasso coming in onto Oea, but it's not going to do much. He's going to Tornado. It will miss. So the tower, does it go down? It did go down. I don't know who got the last hit. Looks like the Leshrac did. Split Earth will fly just to try to save his own life, his Leshrac, and he's actually going to go down. Invoker getting the last hit there. Hello, LD. I hope your games are going well. Awesome in the meantime. Finishing up a Vanguard, surprisingly enough. It's an item that you see occasionally on anti-mages when they decide that they're not going to go for Battle Furies. And I mean, it wasn't going to be a quick Battle Fury. His farm was sort of suffering here in the top lane. So instead he goes for a little bit more tankiness. He has regular boots right now. He'll build treads in just a second. But this will let him survive in team fights right now. But the real problem is he doesn't have any real damage, which is what you need. And of course, with Battle Fury, it does provide a little bit of damage, plus the cleave. The AoE is always nice. The Vanguard, though, only providing the health, the HP regen, of course, all the blocks. That's going to be nice for him to have, but at the same time, that does delay any sort of damaging item that he needs to get. Remember, this is a late game hero. We can see this go late game. Oea does finish his Drums of Endurance. He also does purchase up some Dust right now, just to make sure that they can get vision on something. I'm confused. Alright, well, regardless. MLG purchasing up some Sentry Wards. Going to counter ward pretty soon, I imagine. You look at the vision on the map, there's a Dire Ward here. Nothing on the side of the bottom river here for the Radiant just yet. Meanwhile, Ninja Boogie sitting down here, tracked up, by the way. They will see this TP coming in from the side of the Leshrac. DSF looking for a kill here in the jungle. They won't find anything. And MLG and Hang sitting on the edge of the jungle, looking to maybe either go onto the tower or go for a kill when they see it. In the mid lane, I don't know, is in an interesting position. He actually does finish up his Lothar's Edge. That'll fly out to him momentarily. He'll get there in just a second. Awesome. Still farming the jungle right now. He's actually got 1,200 gold in the bank. We look at the net worth chart real quick, if I can ever hit it. There we go. Sven's leading the way with Shadowfiend actually just eclipsing him. He's at 6,000 at this point. Bounty Hunter's even at 4,000. You look at Anti-Mage, he's down at 3,000 right now. So Anti-Mage having a relatively tough time. 9 for 9, by the way. This is Flash versus Duskbin. You look at the experience graph, it's pretty much even at this point. Gold is going 3k in the favor of Duskbin right now. And Shadowfiend goes down to a neutral. I don't know how that happened. I think he might have denied himself after DSF was chasing him. I'm really upset that I missed that. I apologize. Or it could have just been a mistake from Shadowfiend, but I'm inclined to think the former. Meanwhile, Leshrac getting a kill on Rubik down here in the bottom lane. We've got some aggression going. Flamebreak is going to fly in on the Invoker. Cold Snap going in onto the Leshrac right now. He's taking a bit of damage. There's going to be the Echo Slam. Shuriken's going to finish. No. Bounty Hunter does end up getting the kill, but not with the Shuriken toss there. And Lei's actually going to get the kill on the Anti-Mage here up in the top lane. So, trading kills in completely different lanes right now. This is really interesting stuff. And they're not even going to look to really take this tower. They're actually going to try to defend the tier 2. So Hang will actually TP up into the tier 3, head to the tier 2. Probably use a Fisher just to defend this for just a second. Siege Creep will go down. He needs a little bit more help, though, if he's going to try to defend this. And DSF is coming. He has an Ogre Club on him. It probably means he will be going for that BKB that we so often see on pretty much any hero against especially this lineup. Stormhammer is very frustrating to deal with. Split Earth as well. Lasso does go through BKB, so keep that in mind. And if it doesn't, then it looks like a fool.
Tower is under attack.
Once again, that's what casters do. They just make themselves look like fools on stream. Force Staff is going to be finished up on the Bat Rider relatively soon. just needs that recipe, which he's
Dire's
2 gold away from.
structures are fortified.
Not going for the Blink Dagger first. Meanwhile, DSF is actually in a bad position. Going on, I don't know, real quickly. There's going to be an EMP Tornado combo. Will it hit up? It will hit up on Leshrac. Deal a little bit of damage and a little bit of mana drain. Not too much, though. DSF trying to go on, I don't know. He's in a rough position. Fisher's going to fly. Will it land? It does not. This tower is relatively low. Not deny range just yet. Meanwhile, smoke will be popped. There's the Crystal Nova. Cold Snap coming in on Leshrac. He's going to try to get that Split Earth off, and I don't think he did. Nice for telekinesis. The Brace hits on 2 as well. Now, I don't think they're going to push into this. I think Duskbin might back off, but they're staying around here. DSF going on to Lay. Lay was in a really bad position, and DSF's going to take that kill and say thank you very much. Meanwhile, Ninja Boogie isn't vised up. He's going to look for a kill here, Lasso if he can. BKB popped up on the Sven right now. There's a lot of damage going onto the Invoker. Dust is popped. I don't know. Will go down. Requiem will pop with it. And now Ninja Boogie taking a ton of damage. It looks like he's going to go down as well. And so that was not the best fight on the side of Duskbin. You saw the Crystal Maiden sitting right here in that position. And all of a sudden DSF just came up and said, hey, thanks very much. I'm going to take that kill. In the end, it was a 3-for-1 trade, I believe. Rubik did go down. But at the same time, I mean, it looked like Leshrac had backed at that point in time. And, I mean, they just really didn't have anybody there. That Rider went down. They almost got away with a few more kills, and Awesome is actually going to go down very quickly with the Stormhammer Split Earth combo, so good stuff there. There's 218 people in the chat, and none of you are saying a freaking word. Like, I know you're tired, but come on now. Get hype. I don't know, is in a bad position. They have the track vision on him, and he's going to go down. There's the Echo Slam. And DSF actually might go down to the tower and Lay, getting the last hit with the, of course, the freezing field. Loud noises indeed. MLG 22. Most of these guys don't even have their tier 2 boots yet, which is surprising. It's 20 minutes into the game. I thought they might have something a little bit more than that. But then again, they're not getting the best farm. Their supports, after all. Lay is still tier 1. She's got enough for a gem, but she doesn't have enough for boots of, you know, second tier boots. But that's fine. Of course, you're going to want to prioritize a gem over tier 2 boots any day of the week. I don't think she'll be carrying it, though, because she carries it. The gem's going to be lost in about a second. Illusion. And that's really not really what. It's not what you want to have happen. Oh yeah, I'm just going to give up this 700 free gold away in a second, and you can kill it if you want to. But I wouldn't, because we have a Shadow Fiend that has Lothar's Edge. We probably shouldn't give, you know, just... Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm surprised this Sven has a BKB. I wasn't really looking at his items. In fact, let's take a look at the item chart real quick. Yeah, I mean, you see the Shadow Blade on the Shadow Fiend. Black King Bar on the Sven. Black King Bar is being worked towards by the Bounty Hunter. Meanwhile, we might see an initiation here. Dust has been popped on DSF. He'll be just fine for a moment. Rubik is going to get out. So a little bit of harassment coming in. Mid lane going to be pushed by I don't know for just a moment here. And there's going to be the track followed by the right click damage, plus the Shuriken Toss is going to get the kill from DSF.
They did say alive or dead.
And now Lay and his team is actually going to go in here, look for a kill on DSF. They have that gem, and DSF's in some trouble. There's the Lasso coming in as well. He has no way he's going to get out of this one alive. He's actually going to go down. Sven getting the right-click damage to get the kill there. BKB is popped from Sven. Will they keep pushing? This is the question. Edict damage doing some nice damage to the tower. Fortification is not available. MLG going to lift up the Sven, drop him right back down where he is, just maybe trying to stop this for the moment. There comes a stun from the Fisher. Nice Tornado EMP. It's not going to hit too many, though. He came out of nowhere, and he's trying to hit that combo off, but it only really hit Batrider, and he didn't even lose any mana because he was out of the EMP range. So Batrider's actually going to be carrying the Gem of True Sight. He's kind of squishing us. I'm kind of surprised Sven's not carrying, but then again, he's got no room, even though he can just sell that Iron Branch. Would be fine. Awesome. Getting a Blade of Alacrity. Will be going for that Yasha, I'd imagine, relatively quickly. I don't think it'll be a Diffuse Blade. I'd have to imagine that it won't be on the Anti-Mage. Double damage rune on this Sven. That's a scary sight. That's not what you want to have to deal with. Anti-Mage is actually going to TP out, realizing he's in kind of a bad position. Looking at the net worth chart, Sven's still very high up there. Anti-Mage still relatively in the middle of the pack. If you look at the hero levels too, Anti-Mage is at 12 right now, 14 for the Bounty Hunter, so he's doing pretty well for himself. He's also getting a lot of track gold, which is really nice. It's pretty good stuff. But, I mean, Shadow Fiend and Sven aren't too far behind. Flame Break will fly out onto DSF. He's taking a bit of damage there. Fisher flying in. Looking for some more damage here. Telekinesis up. I think it was on a creep. No, it was actually on I don't know. Nice Mana Void onto I don't know. And Invoker will get the kill there. Lasso up onto DSF right now. Tornado will fly out onto Lay. Just the one there. Freezing Field's going to fly out as well, but she'll go down immediately. Focus down really quickly. There goes the Leshrac. He's taking a bit of damage. Now MLG's going to get turned on. Cleave doing so much damage. BKB has been popped from this Sven right now. DSF trying to get a few more kills. Does get the Leshrac's kill, and he'll be able to back off just momentarily. And now they're running. They keep running back in and out of this fight and really kiting Sven around, which is a really great maneuverable. They're not. I mean, Sven can't really blink in and out. Doesn't have that ability just yet. Stormhammer's going to fly in onto DSF. He actually gets Alacrity'd up. He's going to try to turn around and fight this, perhaps. I'm not really sure. Still, the gem is up on Batrider. They're actually going to get the kill with the Batrider Flame Break there. Will they try to force staff their way onto the low ground? Yes. Firefly is going to fly up, but they don't have a lasso. I don't believe he just used it. So I think in the end that was like a 3-4-2 trade. Flash didn't lose too many. It's so hard to keep track. I mean, these people die and they, they keep getting back up and down. So I apologize for not really getting an accurate count of the team fights once these happen. But I'm trying my best. So, but Sven getting kited around, I think, is the real problem here. He's moving in and out of team fights. You saw they were playing really like ring around the rosy around these trees here, and DSF was able to get out momentarily. They were able to kite him just for a second, but then Batrider, of course, with the Flame Break, able to get the kill on the Bounty Hunter. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Awesome still farming away, level 12 still with only a Blade of Alacrity, but he's got a lot of gold. He'll be able to buy maybe even an Ultimate Orb if he wants to go down that route and just try to buy a lot of components to his Mantis Style early on. Meanwhile, Leshrac going to get Telekinesis up. There's going to be a Blink into a Fisher plus the Enchant Totem damage as well. I don't know, he's already at half health. Pulse Nova flying out. MLG's taking a lot of damage from this. Edict damage as well. Split Earth is going to fly. They'll go down. Awesome taking some right-click damage from I don't know. He'll have to blink out of there just in time. Alright. Mask of Madness is the choice for Sven. Also, he's got a pretty cool helm. I really like that helm. So he's going to be chopping away, and he's going to be pretty angry as that Sven. So you have to keep an eye on that. Let's head back over to the last hits chart. You look at Shadow Fiend, he's leading the way by quite a bit. Looking at the kills here, Bounty Hunter doing his job, getting plenty of kills, 3 assists as well. And GPM 404 going in the favor of the Sven. Opening up the charts just to check what's up. It's looking right now to be a 2K experience advantage, going in favor of Flash right now. Duskbin has about a 1,000 to 2,000 gold advantage here, so still a very even game. Levels might be going the way of Flash, but those will start to level off eventually once heroes really start hitting their max levels. And the gold will always continuously change and either go up or down or what have you. So keep that in mind. Blink Dagger has finished on Earthshaker for a while. We actually saw in that last fight him using that Blink Dagger into the Fisher and all that jazz. DSF, very close to the BKB, only needs a few more hundred to get the recipe here. We actually see, I thought they might be in Roshan for a second, and they aren't, but they're sitting right around it. They're looking for it, and they're saying, hey, maybe we could do this, guys? Or they're looking for gank potential, which might be the better of the two answers there. Immediately, we're going to see a Tornado into an EPA. Will not really hit on anybody. Fisher's going to block the route, but that's just about it. No stuns coming there. They will actually get the tower, which is just a hit and run for the side of Duskbin there. So good job getting what they needed and backing off immediately. Now, Awesome does finish up the Asha, just needs an Ultimate Orb plus the recipe for that Mantis Style. So he's actually starting to catch up relatively quickly. I mean, he could benefit from a Battle Fury, but it might be too late for that. I don't think he'll get it at this point, even though it would help his farm pretty significantly. But he's fine, just right-clicking really quickly and getting creeps quickly. So, I mean, his GPM will start to skyrocket just a little bit once he finishes that Manta. I don't know who LOL'd in game, but somebody laughed, as you can tell. Recipe will be flying out to the Bounty Hunter in just a second. That's this one, not the other one. And there's the recipe to TP Scrolls as well, going to DSF. I'm surprised the Tier 1 tower hasn't been taken yet. I mean, you look at all the Tier 1s, literally none of the Tier 1s from Duskbin have been pushed yet. And all the Tier 1s are gone on the side of Flash right now. So, meanwhile, we're going to see Flash going for a kill here on Sven. He's going to try to get away. He's tracked up. There's a lasso going to take out DSF of the fight just momentarily. His BKB has been popped, so he's not taking Firefly damage just yet. Once that BKB is down, though, they can really turn on him. It's gone now. Stormhammer might fly up next. It's actually going to go on Hang. We hear a Mana Void going on somebody. I don't know who it was. I think it might have... No idea who that was on. DSF taking a lot of damage, though. He's got a lot of stacks of that sticky napalm, but he'll be just fine just for a moment. Lay's going to go down this time around, and Shadow Fiend's actually going to get a kill on Rubik as well. Awesome, taking a ton of right-click damages. I don't know who's going to get the kill. He's actually got a DD room. That's where all that right-click's coming from. DSF is in a bad position. Gem of True Sight is still available on Ninja Boogie, and here comes Sven. He's going to keep chasing. DSF will go down right now. 3 for 2 trades so far. But you look at who goes down. It's the Leshrac and the Crystal Maiden in favor of 2 carries on a Rubik on the side of Flash. So they're playing really well. Hang is actually going to blink away and get out of there just in time. Will they try to push something with this? I'm not sure. They've got 44 seconds before that Bounty Hunter's up, 33 before Flash's Anti-Mage is up. So they've got a lot of time. They can do something with it if they so choose to. This is a bad time for me to have to use the restroom, but things happen. Echo Slam right on top of, I don't know, they really wanted to get that kill, Will Fisher, and after that, that's a really cool animation. The Fisher flies, and it's like he's hitting him on the top of the head, and then he explodes. I think that's pretty cool. So, Hang will get the kill there with that Fisher. The nice Echo Slam coming in as well. I don't know. Was pushing that lane solo, it looked like. He was in not a good position there. And someone brought up a good point. I haven't really seen what Rubik has stolen as far as team fighting abilities go in the team fights. I haven't really been looking at MLG22 too much, though. He hasn't been contributing a whole lot. He hasn't really gotten Firefly. He hasn't gotten Lasso or anything. None of the big abilities that I've seen yet, but I might have missed something, so I apologize. I can't really cover everything at once, especially since these team fights have been spanning, like, the entirety of the map a lot of the time. Like, they'll be all over the jungle, they'll be chasing like crazy, and that's really what happens when you're, like, when you have a Bounty Hunter, when you have a Sven, when you have an Anti-Mage. There's a lot of ridiculous stuff.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
BKB is going to pop. Lay is going to go down there. Meanwhile, MLG is going to go down as well. Leshrac. Bounty's actually going to right through the tower all behind them, and somehow he's going to get away, but there is a gem still available on the Batrider. He wants to get this kill on DSF. Meanwhile, Sven has actually chased down the Earthshaker and maybe even the Invoker. Invoker and Earthshaker, or Invoker will get away just fine. Earthshaker's not so lucky. Demon Edge is actually pushes up in his Sven. Meanwhile, DSF does get split Earth right now. He's in a bad position. 4 stacks of that sticky napalm on him. Still trying to get away. One more right click should do the job. In fact, it will go down. So Flash keeps running into Duskbin right now, and they really aren't accomplishing anything. Meanwhile, Stormhammer's going to fly into Ua, but he'll be fine. He'll just get away. There's not going to be any follow-up from Sven just yet. Meanwhile, this mid tower is going to go down. Anti-Mage is going to get the last tick. He has his ultimate orb available. Just needs that recipe to finish up that Mantis style, and that'll be good stuff for him. Crystal Maiden's actually starting to get a little bit of farm. She's level 10. Rubik is actually the same level as her, so not, I mean, that's pretty crazy. These supports are really under-leveled, but that's, I mean, that's fine. You kind of expect that to happen. Yeah, hold on just a second, guys. I apologize. Just taking a drink. Well, I've got a second. So you look at the Invoker's build, he's actually maxed out Wux at this point. Only 2 points into Quas and only 2 points into Exhort. So a lot of his damage comes from Alacrity, things like Meatball, as well as EMP for sure is the biggest thing there. Of course, Alacrity is a super nice buff to give to people. That increased attack speed is pretty great. Meanwhile, while I'm talking, Batrider's actually going to get the kill on Anti-Mage. I'm sure it was Lasso involved. Yep, absolutely was. Excellent stuff there. And Anti-Mage dying a lot, really not what you want to see. You look at the KDA here. Anti-Mage is 2, 5, and 6. But then again, Shadow Fiend has died 7 times as well, and Bounty Hunter 6, so he's not doing too bad. This tower is going to get fortified, however. We'll see. Ninja is actually going to be sitting here in the jungle, waiting in the wing. This tower is going to get damaged. Will they try to defend it? They don't have a fort. They just forted, so it doesn't look like they're going to go for it. They're actually going to rotate into the mid and the bottom lane right now. Not looking to defend that tier 2 up in the top lane, which is surprising. That's fine. And DSF is going to look for a kill here. They realize the Batrider's not here. Maybe going to try to go for a kill. And Lei is very squishy. BKB popping on DSF right now. Going to get the kill with the Shuriken Toss. So he's going to try to back out of there right now. But Ninja Boogie can see him. He's actually got his lasso in a second. He'll probably pop it right now. Actually, doesn't even need to. You'll pop that flame break as well. So Flash getting a kill on support, but wasting his life away just for the support kill is not really what you want. Are they thinking about Roshan, or are they thinking about trying to kill Earthshaker over here is the question. Looks like Roshan right now. Yeah, he's going to start up on it right now. There's no vision here. I don't think they saw him go in. Doesn't really matter. I think they know they're there. Hang is going to check this in just a second. Edict damage doing a lot of damage. Sven, of course, chopping away right now. Shadow Fiend's going to come in with his right-click damage and help him out just for a moment. Tornado will fly in. Nice blink into an Echo Slam there. There's the Fisher as well, but he's up onto the high ground right now. Dust has been popped. It's up on the side, so Shadow Fiend cannot go into Ghostwalk without being seen. There's the Requiem of Souls. It's going to fly out, but he's going to get the kill. Anti-Mage will get the kill. Who's going to get the Aegis? Shadow Fiend buying back. Batrider actually denying the Aegis. Who got the kill on Roshan? It was the Dire. Dire getting the kill there. Nice job. And they had to deny the Aegis. So really, I mean, Duskbin not getting anything out of that. That's really unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Really great play from Awesome. Using his Void to get the kill on the Requiem Soul. I don't know. So he goes down. He buys back immediately, but it doesn't matter. The Aegis goes to nobody. The Roshan Gold goes to Flash, and they needed that. I mean, you look at how far they're behind, and that's actually going to help them just a little bit. If they can continue on making plays like that, they'll be in a good position. Manta Style has been finished up for Anti-Mage. He's actually also got 1,800 gold in the bank as well. Invoker with the Ultimate Orb plus the Force Staff. He's going to try to get that Hex Stick up, and he needs to work on it. He's got about 1,700 gold. We'll work on the Mystic Staff pretty soon. Or, I'm not sure if there's anything on the career for him just yet. Javelin flying towards Awesome right now. We'll be going for what looks to be a Skull Basher build. I imagine. I don't think it'll be MKB, but you never know. So that stun will be really nice for him to have. Level 17 right now for him. But 18 and 18 for Sven and for the Shadow Fiend respectively. They're pretty leveled up at this point. And Sven going for Demon Edge. I'm not sure what he'll build this into. Maybe into a Daedalus, maybe into something else. We'll see in just a second. And it looks like there will be a fight here. There's going to be a blink into a lasso from the Batrider. Tornado will miss on everybody. BKB is popped from the Sven. Awesome is going to go down immediately. That's so much damage from Sven. Leshrac going to take a fall as well. Still chasing. Cold Snap going to maybe just deter Sven for just a moment. Rubik is flying right now. His Stole Firefly is making fire all over the place. So only 1 for 1 right now, but Anti-Mage going down is a big deal. Sven pretty much took him out in just seconds. And they're going to try to maybe push this tier 3 just a little bit. There's no Aegis. Remember, it was denied by the Batrider, so you keep that in mind. Flame Break doing a little bit of damage, pushing him back. Tornado will fly, will hit the Batrider. This is a nice Fisher, by the way, blocking off their entrance path. Shuriken's going to fly out as well. And that was a long-range Shuriken on Ninja. DSF. Does Ninja still have that gem? I can't believe he hasn't died since he bought that. I really cannot believe that. That's crazy. I don't know with Lothar still with the BKB as well. He hasn't really bought anything since then. I don't know if he had that Ring of Aquila at the beginning of the game, but that's also what he's got. But he really needs a little bit more damage. He's got 135 extra bonus damage from everything that he's got, including Necromancer, which is nice, but at the same time he could use some more items. The BKB is nice to really stop any sort of magic going through. DSF is looking for a kill here, and I don't know. I'm not sure if he can get it. Janata will proc. Oh, here comes an Echo Slam immediately from Anki, but there comes a lasso coming in from Ninja right now. He's actually saving, I don't know, his life. BKB is going to be popped on DSF, but Ninja might go down. And that's going to be the end of this gem here, and that's really unfortunate. Nice Force Staff, but the Shuriken will get the kill. They're looking for the gem. They haven't actually found it yet. Sven is going to go right up there and pick it up. Actually, Leshrax will take it. So they get the kill on the Batrider, but they miss the gem. That's a huge deal. They needed that gem. That gem was doing an excellent job on the side of Duskbin, and they'll be able to keep it around for at least a little while longer. 3k gold on the side of Sven. Saving up for buyback, I'm sure, but at the same time, we'll also maybe want to purchase something else here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's tier 2 here in the bottom lane, taking a bit of damage. Edict has been popped, but it's fortification. Nice split to avoid that tornado, but barely Fleshbreak gets caught in it. Stormhammer coming from MLG right now, just pushing him back with a cheeky play of his own. Meanwhile, top tower has actually been killed by Awesome. He's pushing in with that javelin on him. He's got 1600 as well. We're going to see a chase coming in from Flash right now. Leshrac and his team are a little bit out of position. Here comes Leg and a TP out. Somehow DSF doesn't turn around and Shuriken toss him. Desolator up on Bounty Hunter right now, by the way, so that's a lot of damage. And Rubik has a gem of True Sight of his own. So they have vision everywhere. They don't want to get Lothar, you know, with essentially out of nowhere. Yeah, I'd say Daedalus is probably a good pickup if it were for Sven, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the choice here. MLG plus Invoker actually will go down to Sven's right-click damage. MLG is going to go down as well. There's a gem there. DSF is actually in a bad position. He's going to get the kill on the Sven, surprisingly, and I think DSF does kill the gem of True Sight. The one on Leshrac is still available. Meanwhile, we see Flash is actually going for a smoke gank right now, and Apollo is coming in from Ninja. I think he might be getting some lag. Who knows? We'll take a second here. Once again, this is the GEST Dota 2 main group stage tournament. I'm Maut, casting live from NEODota. I appreciate you tuning in. If you enjoy my casting, you can check out, I've got my Twitter account way up here. You can follow that there. Of course, you can also follow me on my Twitch channel, my YouTube channel, and my Facebook channel, or Facebook page I should say, which are all /MautDota2. So everything /MautDota2, you can find me there. Give NEODota a follow as well. You can find some big events happening pretty soon here on this channel, hopefully. I'm definitely proud to be a part of this organization. Broadsword plus the Blades of Attack. Crystallis is going to finish up relatively soon for the Shadow Fiend. That's going to be some crit damage, which is exactly what he needs at this point. Looking at everything here, and I haven't really looked at, yeah, Sven actually did finish up the Daedalus, so I haven't looked at the item chart in quite some time, and it's always nice to refresh this item chart and see what's going on where. BKB is up on Sven, of course, on the Shadow Fiend. Blink Dagger, Force Staff, nothing really changing for Ninja Boogie. Mithril Hammer coming in for the Leshrac. He's going to go for that BKB. You can see that Ogre Club, he just needs the recipe now. On the side of the Dire, though. Meanwhile, DSF is actually going to get a kill here down in his bottom lane on Leshrac. And that gem is going to go down as well then. And that's unfortunate, because that was doing a good job getting vision on DSF right now, and that's a problem. So 30-30, this is a surprisingly even game, and it might go pretty late, I think. You never know, though. The real problem is Flash hasn't been pushing any towers until recently. There's still one tier 2 left here in the bottom lane for Flash, but there's 3 tier 2s left on the side of Duskbin. They haven't really been touched like at all. Yeah, only a little bit of damage here on the top tower. So Shadow Fiend sitting in here, and he's alone right now, and this is a scary place for him to be. He's been playing very aggressively. There's going to be a cold snap. He's going to BKB Shadow Blade out of there. DSF, did anyone pick up a gem on the side of the Dire here? I don't think so. Skullbash is actually finished up on the Anti-Mage. I didn't see that when I looked at the item chart. So 31-30. I want to check out the graphs here real quick. Experience going 5,000 in favor of Duskbin right now. It looks like 2,500 in gold as well. So they're playing pretty well. They just need to really get in and finish the game essentially, or at least go for a team fight and try to win something here. They're sitting around Roshan. I think they're going to wait until Roshan is back up. You remember that last team fight at the Roche Pit. A lot of crazy stuff happened, and the Age is actually getting denied by Batrider, and the Roshan kill going on the side of Flash right now. So, I mean, there's been a lot of big plays in this game from both sides. Of course, Awesome. He's farming the jungle right now. He's not farming nearly as quickly as he could as if he had a Battle Fury, but then again, that's another story for another time, for another Anti-Mage, perhaps the one in the previous game if you'd like to see that. And this is the real scary part, this guy right here. I don't know what they're waiting for, but I think they're absolutely strong enough to fight as 5 with this hero, and I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to push this tower, probably, regardless of whether they have an Aegis or not. They've got plenty of team fight. DSF is really going to be the problem. They won't have any vision without, I'm sure, dusting or something like that. Actually, Batrider actually picks up another gem. I don't know if it was the same gem that they didn't kill, but another gem is up on him, so they don't need to worry about that too much. Fadebolt coming in, going to reduce the damage of Sven just a little bit, and then we see a Blink coming in with the lasso on top of DSF, and he's going to be taking a bit of damage. There's the Tornado. DSF will go down, doesn't go buyback. He will buy right back. Hanky's going to go down as well. He might buy back as well if he's got enough gold for it. I don't know. Let's check the buyback charts and statuses. Where's my I button? There it is. So a lot of buybacks available, but not really for everybody. Track going to come out onto Leshrac right now. We see a blink coming in. Sven going to go in there immediately. He's just going to look to maybe do a little bit of damage. Shrukentoss going to fly long range onto the side of the Leshrac. He's going to take a bit of damage, but nothing too crazy right now on the side of Duskbin that should really force them to back off here. I don't know if they want to fight into you know, this amount of team fight right now up in the high ground. They don't have like a pipe or anything that could really sort of lessen the blow on this this push. But they will go for this tier 3 tower. It is taking a lot of damage. Edict has been popped. There is no fortification. There's going to be the EMP. It's going to take some mana away. Blink coming in. DSF has going to pop his BKB. It doesn't matter. He's going to get lasted up regardless. He's going to take a lot of right-click damage. He's going to go down. MLG will take some damage as well. He's going to fall too. Rubik going to buy back to this game, but it's looking like Rax at this point in time. They don't think they can defend this at all, really. I mean, buyback coming from Rubik. Earthshaker's almost up. He'll be able to blink in and absolutely use his Echo Slam. I'm sure of it. As soon as he gets up, he can get back into the fight. They're going to look to initiate. They take the melee racks and they're going to back off. They're not even going to go for the range racks. And that's smart considering the fact that Enki's actually coming in. But we're actually going to see I don't know come in here as well. He's doing a lot of damage and he's actually going to TP out. It looks like he's going to TP to the top lane where Awesome's actually trying to go for this tier 3 tower. And he might be able to get it, honestly. He'll be able to get the tier 3 at least and probably back out. Nice job there to get that tier 3. I don't think, though, it was worth the trade. This range Rax is so low. Just one more hit from the catapult. Yes! That catapult's last breath was able to get the kill on that Rax. Oh, goodness gracious. Hanky will Fisher up the Sven right now just to back him off just a little bit. Meanwhile, Invoker, what are you doing over here? You're going to get lasted. You're dead, my friend. You're not supposed to be there, Invoker. This isn't your home. Go home. You're drunk. Roshan up in about a few seconds. This is crazy. There's been kills left and right and center, and it's been pretty exciting, I gotta say. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Now DSF, BKB finished, has been finished for a while. Same with the Desolator. I want to keep this chart open because this is going to be pretty important later on. You guys know kind of who's. I'll give you an update on the net worth chart. I mean, obviously Sven and Shadowfiend are leading. And then the rest of the carries for the side of Flash aren't too far behind. So you can look at that, but for the most part, keep an eye on the buyback status. This is going to be pretty important later on in the game. And that was a really strong assault from the side of Duskbin right there on that Rax. I mean, the Rax is gone. They lost the tier 3 tower in the end, and they got a lot of kills out of it, though. And now we see Flash is actually rotating around the Roche Pit. He is available. Will they go for it? I'm not sure they can. Ninja's sitting outside of it, and he's looking, he's making sure. I mean, yeah, look at the XP chart now, just skyrocketed in favor of Duskbin right now. Gold not so much, 5,000 still, so gold's still relatively even, but still. Awesome, taking a bit of right-click damage from I don't know. He's got that Daedalus finished up. He's actually going for Helmet of the Dominator next. Maybe stack up some Ancients. Meanwhile, we've got a big fight happening up here on the Ancients side. Bounty Hunter going to get a kill on Crystal Maiden. I thought it was going to be a big fight, but they're just going to take Crystal Maiden back off. The Fisher actually blocked off any sort of more aggression on the side of Duskbin. But Crystal Maiden going down, not a huge surprise, and you don't really need her to push. And honestly, she's just there for moral support at this point. She doesn't really do too much. I mean, she's level 14. It's the same with Rubik, but Rubik can steal pretty big spells, and that's the important thing. Of course, there's not too much to steal in this game, but still not a big deal. Go back to buyback status here. And she doesn't have a buyback, obviously. She's pretty under-farmed and under-leveled. Ninja Boogie clearing out the trees here just to make sure that he can get a vision all over the place. Make sure nothing's happening that he can't see. He still has that gem. He might have spotted out DSF walking in. Sven taking care of the ancient stacks there real quick. Ultimate Orb on him right now. We'll see what he goes into next. I'm trying to think what he might build. Let's take a look at the Ultimate Orb and see what someone might build with said Ultimate Orb. You've got Hexstick, Purse, Manta Style, and I have Scotty. Don't think it'll be a Scotty. I don't really know what he's going to go with the Ultimate Orb. I honestly have no idea. Go really anything. I don't know. A Hexstick on him would be kind of weird. I think it might be a Manta Style, which would be a lot of damage and something that you don't see really that often on Sven, but certainly could be good. I don't know. We'll use the Shadow Blade. Looking for a few kills here. Blink Dagger into a Lasso coming in on DSF once again. They are always looking for a DSF. He will, in fact, go down. Crystal Maiden getting that kill. And now they might push into this buyback status on the Bounty Hunter. Doesn't have one. Meanwhile, Batrider getting a kill on the Invoker, so 2 for nothing right now. Going to keep chasing on the MLG and Awesome. They have no stun here just yet. Oh my gosh, but the crit from the Shadow Beam literally one-shotting the Rubik. You see how much damage he's got. It's just so much, and they're going to look to push in here, go for the tier 3, and maybe even call this GG right now. Awesome's here. There's not much he can do. Heart of Trash plus the Manta Style is popped. He's actually taking these guys on. Ninja Boom is going to go down. There's Hang with the Earthshaker. Willing to kill. Oh my goodness, they're somehow turning this around with the Freezing Field coming in as well. Anti-Mage getting the kill there. Earthshaker will buy back. Sven will buy back as well, though. So, Flash doing a good job there with the Earthshaker coming in and Echo Slamming, which is what that was the word I was looking for, and I just couldn't find him. Just like, he's using that one ability that is really strong. Awesome is actually going to get frostbitten up right now. There might be enough damage to get the kill here. Here's going to be another TPN coming from Hang and a blink as well. He's going to go Scepter just so he can't get hit. Braces are going to try to hit. Awesome's going to blink away. And Hang will get out just as well, but they're going to be able to brute force this Rax right now. DSF and Invoker are up in a few seconds, and this is going to be mid-Rax as well. Only the melee, though, not the range. I don't think they're going to go for the range just yet. TP's coming in. Oh my gosh, so many crits from Shadow Fiend. MLG will go down instantaneously. DSF coming in looking for a kill as well. He's got a Vitality Booster. It's pretty tanky at this point, and that's really, you saw them zone out and just try to get the kill on DSF every time they use the lasso on DSF. It's like, okay, target DSF down, kill him, move on. That's what we're doing, okay? This is pretty crazy. There's been buybacks left and right now, and I can't even keep track of all of it. Meanwhile, Roshan's going to go down. Who's going to take the Aegis? Please don't tell me it's going to be the Crystal Maiden. Who's it going to be? Someone pick it up. Meanwhile, Shadow Fiend goes down. He's actually going to buy back instantaneously. Who is picking this up? Someone picked this up. Okay, Batrider's getting it. Finally. I don't know. Now level 25. Sven not too far behind him. Two people that have buybacks right now, Anti-Mage and DSF, and that's going to be huge. That's going to be very critical. Even if they do die and buyback, though, I don't know if they'll be able to really salvage this game. You have one lane of Rax gone. You've got a melee Rax in the mid lane gone as well, and the top tower is looking really tasty if you're on the side of Duskbin. So we'll have to see what they decide to do. Will they push? Will they go for a gank? Will they use smoke? Will they keep farming? Honestly, you don't need any more farm on his Sven. Look at his, look at how much crap he's got on him right now. He's got so much stuff. He's a hoarder. You guys are ridiculous. It's like 4 in the morning. What are you doing up right now? Not that I'm complaining, but why are you awake? Sven will rotate. Flash doing the same. They're going to head to the mid lane right now. Or to the bottom lane, it looks like. Awesome's farm is also very strong, and that's really the problem. I mean, it's just the supports that are really making the most difference. The Batrider especially, I think, is, if you're looking at it strictly in the sense of, you know, like Batrider versus Bounty Hunter, I think Batrider's making more of an impact because DSF's been getting lassoed every time. I think Shadow Fiend does a lot when he doesn't go down. He's actually got a Satanic right now, and that's very scary to see on a Shadow Fiend. He's got a Satanic plus a Daedalus, so he's going to get very strong. He's very strong already. Smoke gank happening from 2 heroes, it looks like, 3, 4 even. And Shadow Fiend might be the bait here in this smoke gank right now. They're actually going to go straight for the lasso onto Awesome right now. They need to get some more damage on him. He's got that Heart of Press. He's very tanky. A lot of damage flying up. Force Staff as well, but he'll go down immediately. He'll buy back, though. He has that buyback hold. And now, does Duskbin want to keep fighting into this is the question. That's the real problem here. DSF taking a ton of right-click damage right now. Mana Void coming in, taking down 1, maybe even 2. Lay's going to go down from the Bounty Hunter. Sven going to get a double kill in the meantime. Invoker will buy back into the game, though. I don't know. Will get stunned with that Skull Basher. Awesome has to be careful, so does DSF right now. They're looking for some sort of kill here. Ninja Boogie's up on the high ground, and Shadow Fiend's not with him. Ghost Scepter gonna come in. Sunstrike flying out as well. Will deal a little bit of damage, not too much. DSF will go down to the Sven right click. Anti-Mage is still alive, but DSF down for another 83 seconds. He does have a buyback available, and so a lot of kills being traded. 2 supports gone, but the carries and the real damage dealers on the side of Duskbin are doing their job, so... Range Racks are taking a fall to these super creeps here. Melee creeps, make it creeps. Excuse me. Buyback from Bounty Hunter right now. There comes the Fisher. There might be Echo Stun coming in just a second if you can get a blink into there. Ninja taking a lot of damage. Oh, he's hexed up right now. There's the Echo Slam. Ninja Boogie should go down. The Hex coming up on Henki right now. He's going to 4-step away. He should be able to live just barely. They're not going to chase too far after him, I don't think. Now Ghost Scepter up onto the Bat Rider. He's going to Firefly away. No buybacks available for anybody right now, so let's just take a look at the hero levels and make sure that we understand what's really going on. They're actually going to back off. No fight just yet. No finish just yet for the side of Duskbin. And Roshan not available for another
Invisibility!
few minutes here.
Friend.
So not able to get this range racks, and somehow with buybacks they're able to push this back without, I mean, they didn't really win any of the fights there. They got a few kills and they were able to sort of delay the push, but that was about it. Mantis will be popped. Blink coming away from Flash right now. He's going to get out of there. Remember, we got more games coming up for you guys after this one, so stick around. Some good games are being played today, and some pretty exciting ones as well. Remember, LD and Gods are streaming their own games, and I hope you really enjoy my cast. Please, please, please follow me if you enjoy my casts. Meanwhile, Fish are going to come out and make sure I don't know. Can't really advance any further for at least a second or two. He's doing a lot of right-click damage to the tower, but nothing just yet. They really want to press this, and when they want to try to go in, there's going to be the Blink Blasto onto the Invoker right now. It's the first time it's not on the Anti-Mage or on DSF right now. Immediate kill from Sven onto the Rubik right now. Behind them is Awesome. He's going to get hexed up. A lot of damage coming from the Sven, but he's going to get hexed up as well. He's going to save the life of Awesome. Here comes Henki. He's going to go for a kill with the Mana Void plus the Echo Slam. It actually didn't get popped off there for a second. Now Awesome going on the side of the Leshrac right now. No buybacks available for anybody. And I don't know where Shadow Fiend is. He's actually chasing. He's actually doing a lot of damage to this tier 3. That's what they were neglected to see. Meanwhile, Awesome's going to come in onto the Bat Rider. He should be going down. There's the Ghost Scepter. Will he be able to Firefly as the way is the question. It's on a 7-second cooldown right now. There's the Echo Slam doing a lot of damage. Looks like Bat Rider will go down as long as Awesome chases him. Now it's going to be a right-click battle between I Don't Know and Awesome, with Henki buying back as well. I don't know, realizing that he can't really take this fight. He does have a Satanic, though. He's trying to find which illusion's the real one. There's the stun. It's going to miss. Fisher trying to fly out as well. I don't know. Looks like he's going to go down here. There's the Satanic, but the stuns are just too much coming in here. There's a lot of chain stuns. BKB is going to pop. Can he get Awesome right now is the question. The Skull Basher's just doing so much work right now. Oh, my goodness. And he'll be able to get out of there, but just barely. I think they didn't want to really try to risk anything right now. Crazy stuff. Sven back up in 38 seconds, so they're prolonging this game. I don't know how much longer they can really hold this out, though. You look at the tier 4s, they're really close to, they're whittling away little by little. Flash could theoretically turn this around. Somehow, some way. If there's a will, there's a way. Which is a really cheesy term, and I hate saying it, but it's true. If there is a will in Dota, there is a way. And there's certainly a way to come back from this. DSF. Sorry, I was thinking to myself there for a second. DSF looking for a kill on Lion. We'll find it. Why just popping a Sentry Ward down immediately. We'll try to TP out. Shroot will stop it. It doesn't even matter. He's going to go down. There's nothing he can do about that. But Lai is really... That's not that big of a deal. DSF getting that kill, yeah, it's going to get you gold, and yeah, it's going to be nice. But at the same time, it's just as a hard support. Not doing too much as far as team fights go. I'm certain that Duskbin will probably wait till she's back up before they really try to push into anything. Once again, GEST Dota 2 main tournament. This is the group stages. This is Duskbin versus Flash Esports. I'll be moving on to another game momentarily. I'm Maut. Thanks for watching me. This is NEODota stream. See that viewers are leaving pretty consistently. They're waiting for the next game to start. They want to say, hey, this game's over. Can you just move on to the next game already? And, you know, you might be missing a comeback in the making right now. You never know. And I seem to be lagging. I don't know what's happening right now, but I'm lagging, I think. I've lost connection. Hold on a second, guys. This is unfortunate. What happened? Why is my... Like, usually when this happens, like, everything drops. Everything drops. That's frustrating. Hold on a second, guys. I'm sorry about this. It's looking like this game is dunzo. I don't know what happened, but it's not working. It's really unfortunate. Alright, well, we're gonna take a real quick break, and I don't think that this game is going to finish out, apparently. So I apologize. I really, really apologize. These things tend to happen, though, so... Oh, we're back. We're back. Okay. Okay. We see some well diving happening. It's 54 to 43, and the Ancient's gone. What just happened? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We'll be back for the next game in a moment, guys. I'm really sorry.